What's up, my people? It's DNC Construction and Supply here. I hope you are all fine. And today we talk about the ordinary cabro. You know, first step we have to make sure our base preparation is all fine. And in this case, I just want to talk about the installation of the cabro. There's some time I'll have to record and to shoot a video, especially on the base preparation. But today, let us focus about the installation of the cabro. Before install, it's just a reminder. Before install the cabros, we have to make sure our base preparation is very stable, and we have to have this quarry dust before we install the cabro. That is mostly used for leveling and to make sure the slope is just how you needed it. And today let's focus about the installation. Installation of this uni paving block is like very easy for someone who knows it, because it is somewhat tricky, because when you put it upside down, it cannot be installed. It cannot fill the gap that is needed. So you have first to consider about the is upside before you install it. But the good thing about it, when the pattern just flows, it is not so hard to install, very easy. It just controls it by itself. Like, it's just a very simple way to install this cabro. And you can see, like, we had already just leveled our ground. We had already have the corridors. The case is here mostly is about the installation of this cabro. I've said we have the two major types of this ordinary cabro. We have this one is called uni. This one looks like a zigzag, and we have the other one is called Ford. That looks like a rectangle. But I always prefer this uni paving block, because it just brings out some best designs. The lines looks like the zigzag, and it just brings out the best view of it. So the best thing here you can do is just to watch and see how best thing we are doing. After installation, we have the final method, that is about the compaction and the saw. But just see, like, how we are doing it is just easy. For delivery, like, these are very hard brick, like not easy to break, not like the colored cabros, because in this case we are using the wheelbarrow to transport the cabro. But for the colored cabro, we always maybe use just be so much careful, like handling it, just not to break in the hedges. But this just easily, you can just carry it the way you want. It's so hard to break. Just keep watching. It's so fine. Don't let your combo look so bad. Don't let your combo just look so muddy. Just call us, and we can supply the best quality. You can see our brick is so highly quality. It has no many breakages. Like, just good work. You can reach us. The number is here on the bio, and even this video, like, there's a number here on the screen. You can just have a number. We work countrywide. We supply countrywide, and the best thing about our materials, they are highly quality. So book us today, call us. We made the good work. Keep watching. And maybe you can ask yourself, like, we have just installed the Cabro. What about the gap that is on the wall? And you have not seen the cutted Cabro. You can ask yourself, like, what will we use to fill these gaps? And you can just be worried a lot, but today let me let you know what we use. We have this machine called Cabro cutter, and you can see our finish is just so fine because we use this machine called Cabro cutter. That is very usefully very well to cut the size of the Cabro you need to fill that gap. You know, there are some people you can call it and then they just do it. They just prefer to put some core grates. But as I promised, we are so professional, and we must make sure our work is much professional. So we use the machine. This machine is called the Cabro cutter. It's used to cut that Cabro to fit in that gap that is needed. You know, in this case, you know, if professional in this work, it's very easy to use it because by the look of eyes you can just guess and know the size that is needed in that gap. You know, in this case you can see the man using the machine is not like having the measurements, but through his cutting it fits very well, no gap, very straight. That's why it is very easy and so professional to call us. You know, the work, if you work very well, don't let the finishing fail you. That's why we try in every way. Our slopes are very well, our gradient is very well, our levels are very correct, and our finishing is also very correct. You know, sometimes you just see people have just installed the Cabro, but their finishing looks like they have just done nothing. But for our case, you can see our cut is just very fitting in a straight line. That is very and recommendable to call the C construction supply for your family to look good. Maybe it's your parking slots. Everywhere we can install, in the petrol stations, everywhere you can install this Cabro. You can see everywhere it'll be looking so good, but through using of that Cabro cutter. And finally, after filling all the gaps professionally, we have our machines. These are plate compactor that is used to levelize these bricks. You can see we must compact and make sure in everywhere these plate compactor has just passed above every Cabro to make sure the level is very well. Yeah, and this makes very easy. After the compaction, any car can just enter, even the lorries, heavy lorries can just enter without the breakage of the Cabro, without the Cabro being sink. This is the very most important part. You can make sure in your compound they have used it very well, because sometimes they can just maybe use the shortcuts and just say if the gradient is very well, if the level is very well, they can just install, fill the gaps and let it for you. Don't allow that. That's why here in basic construction we use the plate compactor. No shortcuts, just full. We make sure the work is very, very much perfect. Reach us today and we make the best work in your area. DC construction is the best. Thank you very much for watching our video. Subscribe, share, comment, just say something in our comment, and make sure to come again and watch the next episodes. Thank you very much.